What's up, guys? Welcome to One Mind Syndicate. I am your host, Gershwan, and I'm here with
the Sound Alchemist.
And we are the voices behind the narrative Warhammer 40k 40 fact videos.
That's right.
So what's up, guys? You get to see our beautiful faces. You probably already seen them because we do the giveaway videos. And right now, as we speak, there is a Necron giveaway. So go check out our Necron videos. We have a giveaway in one of those. So comment that because we haven't chosen who the winner is. And it's all based on the comments that we get, so go there. But anyways, this video itself is a question and answer video. We don't have any questions, so
it's just an answer video.
It's just an answer video, and then we're gonna see if you guys like it, if you guys have any questions, if you guys want to ask us things about lore, about how we got into Warhammer, about the channel, anything like that. Comment down below, and then we'll do one next week if there's enough questions. If there's not, and we won't ever do it again. But this time around, I just wanted to talk about what individual army I collect. Me, Gershwan, I collect the Space Marines. I started off as Space Wolves, but now I'm just going to do Space Marines. And then, of course, Orcs.
And I've always played Tau, except I took a long break because they sucked for a while. And then I picked up Space Marines, and then they were too generic, so then I went to the Grey Knights, which are pretty OP. And now I'm back with more OP in the Tau.
We haven't really played since the Tau got really good, so we don't really know
exactly how OP they are.
Yeah, but I don't really want to find out because I'm playing Orcs. So Orcs are in the bottom totem pole. Or the bottom of the totem pole in terms of tactics, I guess.
And I play Farsight, so those are made specifically
yeah,
for the Orcs.
So I'm not too excited.
Yeah.
But I guess now I want to talk about how we got into Warhammer 40k. So the lore behind One Mind Syndicate. You remember? It was one of my birthdays.
It was a long time ago.
We actually went to a mall because I stumbled upon the Warhammer store. There was a guy there. He was just really friendly because I kept going in and out of that store just looking at the figures, and he was really friendly. He was like, "Oh, you want me to teach you how to play?" And I was like a shy kid, so I was like, "No, go away." And then he's like, "No, come on, I'll show you." And then he actually ended up giving me a Warhammer Fantasy Orc to take home, and then I took it home, and it was...
Now, was this painted and everything?
No. It's cool because I guess that model itself was already you didn't have to glue the arms or anything like that. It was already sculpted. It wasn't painted, but it was like that. And then we went for my birthday, and we picked up a box. We picked up a box of Space Wolves. I think it was
Space Wolves, and I think Chaos.
Yeah.
But we didn't know what we were doing, so we gave them 3 weapons.
Yeah.
It was.
Okay, so we had one. So it was a one Space Marine box. So it comes with 10 figures. There's 3 of us. So you got 2. No, you got 3. I got 4 because it was my birthday.
Yeah.
And then the other friend,
guy.
yeah, he got 3. I got the guy with the power fist, which is pretty cool, and I still have him. He's actually behind the camera. So I got that, and then later on all 3 of us, so the same again. 3 guys, we bought the Battle of Macragge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the Tyranids and the Space Marines.
And we just kept playing. And then we didn't really start playing by the rules until 5th edition. We probably got into it
late 4th, I think.
Yeah. So once we started playing 5th edition, it was fun. Then we took a long break because we got into
basketball,
high school.
Yeah.
But now we're coming back to it, and would this be considered 7th edition?
Yeah, it's 7th.
Yeah. And now we're here. Originally, this channel was supposed to be for all types of hobbies that we do. So we had Heroclix, we had Magic the Gathering. We didn't want to do Warhammer 40k because it had been so long since we had done that. The only thing that we had was the Sound Alchemist. You had
my little tips and tricks for the Tau.
Yeah.
Which I think were outdated, but I mean I still put them out.
But we were kind of scared because we knew how big mini wargaming was, and that market was just like scary to get into. And then finally, I realized, like, you know, the thing that makes me go back to Warhammer 40k is the lore. So I'm gonna do a lore video, see how well it does. I did the Orc lore video, I did the Tau lore video, and it did really, really well. And then it's just been awesome.
Took off from that.
Yeah.
That's all thanks to you guys, because you guys enjoyed it.
So thank you guys, all you Warhammer fans. And then I guess that brings me to the next topic, what the future holds for One Mind Syndicate in terms of the lore. So we're going to continue to, well, for me, because I am in charge of the generic, like, overall lore videos. And what I want to do is I want to finish up with, I got to do Harlequins, I got to do a bunch of the Imperium of Man, even Space Marines. And then once I get done with that, I want to get into, like, the behind the scenes, the what happens on the downtime of like a Space Marine, what's it like in a hive city, stuff like that. And that requires a lot of research and a lot of reading, so I'm doing that now, but those videos probably won't come out till maybe even summer, I don't know. What are you planning on?
I'm still trying to get all the Primarchs done. Got a lot of them done, but there's a lot of lore. They all intersect, so it's kind of like one huge story coming together.
What's your favorite Primarch?
Whew. I gotta say, it's a close tie, but my number one is Sanguinius, definitely. He's got the angel wings. He was like...
Blood Angels?
Yeah, Blood Angels with vampires and all that stuff. Pretty cool.
Cool.
But the second one had to be Conrad Kurz.
That's the Night Lord?
Night Lord one, with the claws and multiple personalities, but you guys will, you'll hear that.
And the cool thing I found out from doing these lore videos is, like, you learn so much about the lore, but he doesn't even like his chapter, because his chapter is made up of criminals and whatnot, and he doesn't like them, which I found out that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you're the freaking Primarch and all your followers, you're like,
yeah,
that's weird.
As far as my favorite Primarch, I think it's going to be Ferrus Manus, just because his color scheme is awesome, and he's cool. He dies in the Isfan
5 or is it 3?
No, it's actually in the Drop Site Massacre.
It
so
is.
that's Isfan.
He gets his head chopped off.
3. Yeah, by who? Is it the? Not Perturabo. It's Karn, isn't it Karn?
No, I don't think it's Karn.
Oh, Fulgrim. He gets Fulgrim.
Yep, that sounds right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my favorite. But like I said in the beginning of the video, comment if you guys have any questions for us. Help us out and say, like, question, semicolon, and then the question, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be other things that we ask you guys to comment. So just to make sure that we know that it's a question, label it with questions. Now, one topic that I wanted to get into that was pretty big in the Space Marine lore video. It's not really a Space Marine lore video though, because it's like
the bat. No,
like how they're created, basically.
The genetic makeup.
Yeah. You guys were asking, does a Space Marine reproduce? And I think the answer to that is no. Space Marine do not reproduce. They do not have babies. It's not in the lore. And during the genetic process, or when they're getting their gene seeds installed, they lose that, right?
As far as I'm aware, like when they get like their second heart and their lungs and all that, their genetic makeup is made specifically for combat, and therefore they're trying to remove any other aspect that could probably take their, their focus away. Yeah. So.
But that doesn't mean that they don't have lust, or they don't, bang bang skeet skeet. Because Slaanesh, whenever Space Marine devotes himself, or Chaos Space Marines devotes themselves to Slaanesh, there's a lot of lore with them having sex and shit. So that is, hopefully that answers the question. Rage comment down below if you guys disagree with us. And then the next topic is Tau, and since you're the Tau player, so I think that a lot of the hate that comes with Tau is because of that notion that, like, they're communist or socialist, and Americans and pretty much Western culture thinks that that's not cool. What do you think?
I mean, that has a lot to do with it. And I mean, Warhammer in general is supposed to be grim, dark, and gritty, you know, that dark feature about it.
Yeah.
And when you think Tau, you don't really see that too much, because they're like, for the greater good, and they're like fishes, and they don't register in the warp, so technically they're not chaos tainted. And they're a pretty new race, and it's very anime-ish, which is kind of different compared to all the other races.
Yeah, because initially, well, because if we look at the models from the first edition, they were kind of goofy looking. Because I used to think that Warhammer was steampunk, but it's not at all. So, like, what would you define Warhammer style? Like, now it's gothic. Now you can tell that it's
see with
gothic.
the cathedrals and all that stuff, the architecture.
But if you look at it from before, I don't know if it's because the modeling skills were so bad.
Like, look at the first, like, Gene Stealers and
Those were bad.
Tyranids. Even the Necrons, when they first came out, they were
pretty bad. But it's what I was trying to get at is that the Tau aesthetic didn't really fit too well with the gothic or whatever the hell Warhammer was doing.
It seemed too modern, if it fits into that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all the time we have. Well, it's not all the time that we have. We have more time, but we ran out of questions.
We didn't even have questions to begin with, and we ran out.
So comment down below if you guys have any questions. If you guys enjoyed this type of sit and talk, it's not a sit and talk though. I don't want to copy Mini Wargaming. What would we call it? It's sit and chat.
Sit and chat.
Sure. If you enjoy it, comment and say, hey, you guys are doing an awesome job. And then we'll continue to do this. If you guys want us to get into the lore videos, we're still going to do it. So don't comment that. Please don't. They're still going to do it.
Yeah.
But anyways, this was Gersh1.
Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate. And what are we doing, Gersh?
Signing out.